Hey, hello, it's the Dutch Dude again. I'm back with another build video for the Warlock today. So let's just jump right into the build. It's on Stasis subclass. I'll show you the aspects and fragments later. The main focus of the build is just to take the enemies out with a freeze effect, a blind effect, and a suppress effect. The build is also focused around fast super regen, and that we can use the super in different ways. So I'll show you the exotic armor piece first. I'm using Mantle of Battle Harmony. So takedowns with weapons that have a damage type matching your subclass element grant you super energy. That is why we are using this exotic. Together with Aegir Scepter and the fragment we're using, we'll get really fast super regen. And when our super is full, we'll get an extra little bit of a damage buff, absorption cells, which is also really nice to have. Alright, so I'm using Aegir Scepter like I told you, with the catalyst, because we can, with a full super, we can decide if we need the damage boost on the Aegirs so that it drains our super, but it gives the Aegir Scepter a huge damage boost, so you can decide when to use it. It's really really handy and powerful, if you ask me. So yeah, really nice to have the catalyst on the Aegis. The build will still work without the catalyst, but it's a little less stronger then. Let's jump right into the subclass. Stasis, of course. I'm using a Healing Rift, Strafe Glide, Penumbral Blast, and a Dusk Field Grenade, because it's the shortest cooldown and it's nice to have and to throw it. I'm using Ice Flare Bolts, so when we kill with Aegir Scepter, these bolts seek out new targets to freeze. And I'm using Glacial Harvest, so when we kill frozen enemies, we'll get stasis shards, which is really handy. And then for the fragments, yeah, I'm using Whisper of Bonds. This alone, with the Mantle of Battle Harmony, these two things really on stasis, it will get you super back really fast. I will show you some gameplay of it. It's really strong. I'm using Whisper of Fissures, so the burst we create when we defeat a frozen target is bigger. So if you have a lot of clustered up enemies, the burst will kill all them at once. We have Whisper of Conduction, so the stasis charge track to your position, our position. And I have Whisper of Change, so while we are near a frozen target or friendly stasis crystal, we take reduced damage from targets, and it's also nice to have 10 recovery, and for this it's also nice to have 10 resilience and 10 intellect. Alright, so let's jump into the mods. On my Bond, I'm using Cellular Suppression. That's mainly because my heavy is a 7 Seraph weapon, which I create a Warmind cell with. And with the Warmind cell we just suppress enemies, as you can see. That's why I have this mod. And this is another option because you will be using a lot of special ammo. We're running double special weapons with this and one heavy. So we'll use special finisher, so you can decide when to use your super for special if you need it. Special ammo for you yourself and your fire team, or if you want the boost from Aegir Scepter. So I think it's a really good option. On my boots I have Font of Wisdom, so when I grab a stasis shard I'll get Font of Wisdom to proc, which gives me faster super regen again. This is just extra, doesn't really matter. You can do whatever here. On my chest piece I have, it's also Void. It's Grasp of the Warmind, so if you create a Warmind cell and it's in a bad position, you can pick it up and throw it towards a group of enemies or against a boss you want to suppress. I think it's really handy. And then we have also Warmind's longevity, so the Warmind cell stays active longer on the field. So yeah, you need 3 void pieces at least and 1 stasis piece if you want to copy it exactly as I do. Yeah, so oh, let's infuse this helmet though, because it's a bit low, I see. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Alright, so yeah. And on the helmet elemental shards, so the stasis shards counts as elemental wells, and we have trace rifle ammo finder, because we'll be using Aegers a lot, and machine gun ammo finder for the heavy. And then we have everything I just told you. Trace rifle reserves is really handy too from the artifact, so you should put that on. Maybe this is a little bit overkill for some people, like 3 weapons, so you can just take the enemy out of the fight entirely. You feel free to swap this out for a damage weapon or whatever if you want that. You can also change this suppression mods from the Warmind cell if you don't like it, so feel free to make a change there and modify it for your own personal playstyle. I think this is really good because when you don't have any ammo, it might happen, you always have a weapon to suppress the enemies or to blind them or to freeze them, so I think it's really really strong. So let's go to the moon and show you. Here we go. Alright. So yeah, what I told you is basically another support and just take down, shut down build, which really works well together with my other 2 builds I did with the Scorch build and the support build. I made this build in mind together with those, working together with those other builds. So if you use these 3 builds together, I think that's a really strong synergy between all of them. So you have one guy scorching all the enemies and does a lot of damage, the other guy buffing the team for with the blessing of the sky. So yeah, so it's also making these weapons stronger with the other builds, so yeah, that's really good. Alright, let's go to a little sector so I can show you. This time not altars. So I'm gonna waste my super so I can show you how fast we get our super back. Alright, so super is gone. Here we go. See, they're frozen. Especially here. See, you'll get your super back really quick. Grab a stasis shard, so it procs Font of Wisdom. See? Already over half. Oh, not really strong. So yeah, you can just fuse them, and then when they're frozen you can always also do this, so you can get easy hits with the grenade launcher if you want to. Yeah, now he's blinded or whatever, so they can't do anything as you can see. So really fun. You can throw your nade even. Also, when you freeze targets and then you switch to the 7 Seraph, these skills count of course towards the 1 mine cell. So that's also pretty nice. Let's kill this servitor. There's the cell. We shoot it from afar. Let's just pick it up. Alright. There are a couple of enemies there, so you can suppress them. There we go. See? You can do really anything. So basically you have these 3 weapons on, so if one runs out of ammo you can just switch to another weapon and yeah, suppress the enemy, and then you, yeah, really nice. Blind them or freeze them. So you can also really support the other guy using the Scorch build, so they can get in close with the submachine gun. So it's really good. So yeah, it's just taking all the enemies out, and like you can see, I have my super back really quickly. So yeah, when you don't forget, when you are out of ammo, we have special finisher on, so you can just create ammo for your fire team too, and for yourself when you need it. It's also really nice. Now let's just use the super. It really can't do anything, as you can see. It just keeps on freezing. So yeah, really nice. So yeah, you basically rotate between weapons and you can just apply a debuff effect to the enemy, so they really take them out of combat. So yeah, I think it's really good. If you play it correctly, it will really benefit with the other 2 builds I made, and it's a really good team synergy with these 3 builds. So it's a really simple build, this one, but really powerful if played correctly, just like the others. And I hope you like it. And yeah, I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.